Hello guys, how you doing? I believe this is the first time actually to see my face in live kind of video. So here I am. So it's a late night, almost 2 a.m. as you can see, and it's not smart to deploy a new functionality or changes into the production or live version at this time because some things might be broke and the team is sleeping, so we might need to wake them up. But anyway, we decided to risk since we are kind of overdue the deployment schedule that when we actually wanted to deploy some new functionality last week, but because things unexpected things happened, like the last week we faced the issue with wallet verification and holder. I even now noticed some small issue with that, but that's going to be improved tomorrow. But anyway, I wanted to use this video to show you what we were building for last 2.5 weeks. So let me get started. This is gonna be a little bit longer video, maybe probably I don't know 12 to 15 minutes. But yeah, it is what's gonna be. So the first important thing which I want to show you, which is a really good improvement on the Moonly, is this instant real-time search, which also is kind of forgivable. What I mean by that, look at this. So if I wanna type, for example, make a Frogo, notice that I actually forgot to include another K in Mecha, right? This is original name. And this search is actually forgiving me this and suggesting, okay, this is the one you want, right? And I can just click over here, instant, and go to the project without, typing and then going to a search page and then clicking out there, which was unnecessary steps. So this is really good improvement, and especially because a lot of people actually are searching to project and then they are not aware exact name. There's also very similar project with variations and you don't know exact name, but this search is kind of forgivable and aware of the typos, and it's also instant. It gives you instant result, which is really good, the feedback which you can see what you're getting out there while you're typing. Another example, look at these guys, Degen Town. So you heard Degen Town, you know Degen Town, but you don't know that this Degen Town is actually without the space. And the previous search, how it worked, it was very literal, kind of stupid. If you type Degen Town with a space in the search, you will not get this result. You'll just get a blank page, which is a really bad user experience. And since the Moonly is one great database of upcoming and minted projects, and now since we are adding other blockchains as well, it's gonna it's really important to have a really good search. As I mentioned before, imagine going to Google and typing something and you get you know no result. That's why the Google is so good, right? It's providing you good result most of the time of what you are searching for. So if I search right now Degen Town, because that's how I will search, honestly, with a space, because it's a two words, right? I will still get a result, and it's really good. I can go in there right now and see what I need to see. So this is a huge improvement, honestly. It's going to mean a lot as a user experience. People will love it over the time, and there's a things to still to be improved. Some user experience, so you can navigate, with arrows down and up, and then press enter without needing to click. That's going to be really good, and some other UI improvements. And also, so we're gonna still play with parameters around the search, so we can support even more smarter search, in the terms when you make some typos out there. So we're gonna play around this. I'm really excited and happy that we finally have this improved search. I wanted this for a very long time, but there's always something more important to build, because we had some kind of basic search functionality, but I don't know, we don't have alert feature, right? So let's build alert feature so we can at least have alert feature and some basic search functionality. But I decided to put this as a priority because um, me myself got frustrated many times while I was searching. And not just that, this is gonna improve the virtual assistant work by a lot when they're adding a new project. When we have this manual creation process, when they're adding, they will be able to have a better search experience, so they know, okay, we added this or not. I'm going to talk about this very soon. Another thing is, which we gave you the sneak peek last week or so, even gave you the sneak peek, but basically it's very simple portfolio page. So when you log in with your wallet and if you're holder, you have this portfolio page. And here, I mean, it's a very simple right now. This is just the first version of this, very reminding on the Magic Kit itself, where it's grouped by the project, and then you're gonna have displayed here NFTs for each of these projects. But this is just a start, and the idea here is to provide you useful information about your portfolio. As you know, the first will be the simple total floor values, and then we're gonna do some tracking and analysis of how much you actually invested into this project. So we need to track the wallet. It's not gonna be that simple, but we're gonna figure it out over time. So we can have some very useful information like your return on investment, um, and so on and so on. So this is just, even it's a very simple right now, you don't get too much value from it. Have in mind, this is a just another kind of brick, or whatever, a piece of puzzle, which we need to have in order to build other functionalities. So I'm gonna come back to this later. So the next thing, the third thing, where we spend a lot of time, is actually not available to you at all as a holder or to any user. It's actually internal tool, which might look kind of very simple, but trust me, in the background or under the hood, there's a lot of things going on um, out there. So do you remember when I mentioned that we needed to collect over 4.4 million NFTs, basically a whole NFT database out there, or at least most of it. Um, and that was one connection to this tool. I don't have too much time. If I go into the details, it's gonna take a lot of time to explain what this tool do, but it's very important, honestly, um, because let me go to over here, match NFTs, refresh this, because it's gonna improve um, the whole Moonly database. You probably noticed that there's a lot of missing projects on the Moonly, and why is that? Because we have two types of project. One type is upcoming project, which is not minted yet, and then we have minted project. It's very easy to collect all of the minted projects from the Magic Kit and pull this automatically and have it. But what is the value of the Moonly is because it's providing the upcoming projects outside of the platform like Magic Eden, and it's a lot of manual work done by one, two, three, four people. Currently, we have four virtual assistants, lead by Little Feather, and they're doing great job actually curating this database, collecting the informations, um, Twitter, Discord supplies, all this stuff over various sources from the websites, social media like Twitter, Discords, um, and so on. So since we are doing this, since the Moonly is a mix of the manual created work and automatic, we need to match those. So once we have upcoming project out there, and then when it gets minted, when we out to add this through the Magic Key, then we need to have a way to match those upcoming project on the Moonly itself with the Magic Eden project and match them together, right? So this is tool. It's not completely finished, but it's a MEP or minimum viable product, or just actually the alpha version. But basically, if you it help us to it help actually virtual assistants to match this, and it's very important also to match those projects, not just because to have it in the Moonly, even they're old, but because of um, other tools which are actually planned to build. And one of those again is a portfolio, and then another tool is auto feature and so on, which all be based. We need to have very uh, curated database in order to provide other data and tools. But as you can see over here, I click on this get suggestion button for this, and this is unmatched collection. It says space x apes 3D, and as you can see, this is a different name. I'm first time testing this collection. Let's see. But over here, I see some information like Twitter. It says SpaceX Apes. If I go over here, yeah, that's basically I see by the Twitter. And this is, as you can see, this is a test collection, auto created collection, not test, sorry, auto created collection. This is the manually added collection as upcoming project. And since we don't have matches, look at this, what's going to happen. Since I see actually this is the same project, as you can see over here, we're monitoring the Twitter, Discord, and all this stuff, but we don't have these mint things, right? But over here we have this floor price, volume, and other stuff, but we don't have this stuff. So we need to match because this is coming from two different sources. And basically what we're going to do, I'm just going to click this merge with this collection, and this collection over here auto created will gone because it's gonna be merged. And if I refresh over here, look what's gonna be. Now we have everything. We have a floor price, volume, the Twitter social stat, the supply. Yeah, the mean price was not available, we can update this anytime, and all of these other, even the graphs, as you can see that we are collecting these. So this is a very powerful, we can, even as I mentioned before, and this is what we worked weeks and weeks before, even you didn't see this, you know, as a tool for a holder that you can do something and find valuable. Uh, you need to trust us that we are building these internal tools actually in the background that helps Moonly for the future to do better and to actually build other tools on top of that. That's what is really important to understand. And as I mentioned before, even the collection is not published on the Moonly. Right now, we are collecting data for all of new collection in the background. So this is why we built this tool to actually imagine. So let's see, zone 6, no matching collection found. So that means that we don't have a similar collection or same collection already added in the Moonly. And then we can just click this edit, and we're gonna go here, and the virtual assistant can now fill the missing information, publish, and so on. So I don't want to go too much into detail into this, but this is a very important tool, internal tool, and it took us a while to build. Even it's look very simple, but under the hood, there's a lot of logic how to do this. And there was a lot of discussions, calls, connections, meetings. But yeah, that is it. Regarding this tool, I don't want to go too much in details. But anyway, all of these tools are just kind of is a building blocks for what is to come. So you can imagine like a Lego, let's say. So most of you know what Lego is, right? Or even played or had or even know what it is. So That's actually what we're doing right now. We are building those stuff, so we can build, I don't know, so we can build this. We need these pieces out there so we can actually assemble together, and it's actually coming into place, but it needs time to build. You need to be aware that this kind of development takes time to research, plan, discuss with the team, design the logic, design the user experience, and design the interface. Also, that's the three different things out there. Because we can build a functionality, but it can be very ugly or very bad user experience that you are annoyed, right? So it's not just about functionality; it's about planning, and these things take time. And also be aware that we still need to maintain the existing Moonly functionality and the old functionality, and that's constant work. To be honest, we are having a lot of different sources where we are getting a data, as you saw, the manually automatic. We are pulling the data from, three, four different sources, maybe even more, and all this need to be maintained. You know, and there's a bugs issues coming up, especially that now we scale it out. Application with instantly 3 to 4 thousand holders, and I'm not talking about the visitors which are coming who are not holders for this current month, but I'm talking just about the holder. So there is a constant work, and this is a long-term game. You need to be aware of that. So the summer, as I mentioned before, is always slow. People are going to vacations, getting rest, and having fun outside. To be honest, we don't. We are building, we are melting. Here's super hot for the last couple of weeks, and of course we're gonna get our time to get rest. But for now, we're just working on this upgrades and functionality, which are gonna open the doors for new features and tools out there. So what I'm also excited about is that we are actually since we introduced the new developer into a team, he needed to get learn he need to learn still, but he needed to get introduced into a Moonlight code base. He was getting some test tasks and so on, but and actually from just a couple of days ago he started working on actual new Moonlight tasks, as kind of future functionality for the Moonlight. So so what he's working right now is a Discord authorization, and this is gonna help us a lot for all other future um, tools and functionality, and it's really gonna play critical role into the Moonly. Uh, but what we're gonna have for as a first thing is being able to authenticate through the Discord, so we can have this connectivity, or so you can sync your account with the cross devices, cross platforms, like from the computer, laptop, or mobile phone, so you can get all of these notifications to everything from different places. This is gonna be really big, and then from there we're gonna um, do other stuff, very interesting stuff with the Discord, because the Discord is playing a huge part, as you know, into the NFT space itself. And we're gonna build these cute kind of user profiles, kind of social media profiles where you can display all this stuff. If you're, it's gonna be super useful to be honest. But we need to come there slowly but steady. And yeah, I don't want to I can speak, I can speak for 2 hours, like we can connect that in the last live session. I'm gonna try to have like one of a live session this week. um yeah, it's already 20 minutes. I just couldn't go below this. Really, I had a lot of other things to talk. Let's just cut it over here. Let's connect into the group call. Let's talk. I would like to chat with you guys and answer your questions, whatever you have to ask just to chat, whatever. But anyway, if you find any issues or bugs, please report into the report bug channel. And yeah, of course, I'm using his Yelena account, which is my wife. That's basically Plavokats. You see her into Discord. But yeah, if you find any issue or bugs, report it out there. Let us know. Play around. Be patient with even if you find it. Do not just panic or cry. Uh, we are pushing some things. Some of them is not even properly tested, but as you can see, uh, this space is very fast and people are demanding. So we need to adapt to this. So this it is what it is. But anyway, talk to you. All the best. Hopefully, you like these new updates. You like this search. Um, and hopefully you will find this portfolio feature when we expand even more useful, and hopefully you really understand the power of this internal tool which I just showed you out there. Even it doesn't look anything special, that is gonna help a lot, Moonly. And from there we're just gonna use all of this curated data, which is a manual and automated work, to continue building other tools on this. So yeah, I want to mention, but again, there's not much a lot of time, but I'm expanding. There's a lot of project interested in Moonly, other NFT project interested in Moonly, to give access to their holders, to give access to the Moonly. And I'm finding a way how actually to make this partnership. I got some idea, which it's not, I'm not for it yet, but I'm looking for some different ideas. Of course, the easiest way is to say, hey, buy Moonly, but that's not the point. They want to either pay some amount of Sol per month or something like that. We need to find a way, because I got 3 4 maybe even more, because there's a lot of unresponded DMs out there. And I apologize, guys, to everyone who I didn't respond. But it is what it is right now. I just either can die, or or live like this. But anyway, there will be a time when I can come back to every DM out there and respond to all. But for now, it's like this. I'm gonna focus on the team, on the core team on the Moonly, since we have this as a separated server. And I'm gonna focus most on communication with the super modes out there, which helps a lot. Thank you, guys. And I'm gonna give my best to have a time to chat with you, to the holders, but most likely through the voice call, because that's gonna be the best, most productive, fastest communication to exchange information and answer all your questions. Uh, till the next update, hopefully uh, very soon. See you guys. Peace. Wish you all the best. Ciao.